Hello, welcome back to the channel today. My name is Andy and it is Tuesday evening, so we are back with V8 Supercar action from the Next Gen Racing League Series. It's round number 3 from Long Beach. It has been a regular on the Next Gen's V8 calendar for a number of seasons now and always brings us close, exciting and action-packed racing aplenty. We've got the drivers out on track at the moment around this California track. First hosted a race in 1975 before becoming a Formula 1 race the following year in 76. It stopped being a Formula 1 race in 1983 before it became a IndyCar event in 1984, and it's pretty much been on the kart/IndyCar calendar ever since, and one of the shorter tracks away from the ovals as well. 11 turns, 1.968 miles to go, but it's a very famous track, but one that will punish you if you are not careful at all. Now we've got 9 drivers in at the moment. We're expecting to see 10. The Les is on his way, I do believe, but the Les is in, so it's going to be the 9 drivers in here this evening, but with a bit of a shorter track, we should see some good action through the field. Let's run you through the lineup. There is your championship leader, NGR Scooby G, 84 points. He's 30 points clear of this man, Seeks in second place. Then we've got Jamie, who is third place on 52 points, and then the party animal himself, NGR Lagerfani, is in fourth on 47 points. Frank is 5th place on 42. Les, that was mentioned, is on 6th place on 40. Adam Morris, who is not here this evening due to work, I believe it is, he's next up on 34, and A1 Gizmo, who's missing out due to work as well this evening, is on 28. It just shows you, even if you drop to the back of the field, there's points on offer. It's 40 points for a win, 34 for second, 29 for third, and points go all the way down. Even if we have 16 drivers, you can still pick up at least 1 point as long as you finish. There's also a point available for pole position and the fastest lap as well. We are going to jump on board with somebody and take you around a lap of the track. Now it looks like we're going to use Jamie to do that here. So here we go down the East Shoreline Drive. This is the fastest part of the track, one of 2 parts anyway. And you're going to see the drivers pull to the left hand side, get hard on the brakes, about 400 metres here, down the gears, then to turn number 1. Through the aquarium wave, number 2 and 3 come up quickly. Very easy to get rain wrong, especially if you're not running traction control like Jamie isn't. And round turn number 4, and then up to turn number 5. Got to be careful here, you catch that curve, it can really push you wide towards that wall. Not that Jamie had a problem with that, having drifted his way through it. And then coming towards turn 6, that is the West Shoreline Drive we've just been on, the opposite side from the East Shoreline. Coming up to turn number 8 now, and then moving on to East Seaside Way now as Jamie fronts the wall. He's got the Les up ahead of him just now as he comes up towards turn 9. This is the second part of the track when you build up to your top speed. Hard on the brakes, took to the inside, the Les runs wide catching the tyre wall. And Jamie goes by, and then into turn 10, and then the tricky turn 11 hairpin. Very easy to get it sideways out of here, very easy to cause a traffic jam. And up and across the line, and Jamie is currently in second place. Does he improve on his time? He does, at 18.6. That's a good lap time there from Jamie. But at the top of the leaderboard is the championship leader, NGR Scooby G. Now he was showing off in the messenger chat that we have, posted his time trial at 17th in the world driving these cars. He was pretty chuffed at that because he only done 3 laps, he said. It's no surprise to see that he's on an 18.2 at the moment as well, so drawing, well, we won't want to be doing that if he wants a quicker time, that's for sure. Drifted out of turn 9 into the wall pretty hard, but obviously in this series damage is off so that you don't have to make many pit stops to repair damage. That allows drivers to continue racing on. NGR Lager up in 3rd place at the moment. It might be 1.4 seconds down on pole at the moment. That's a good lap time from him. Ropski's in the pit. We've not seen Ropski so far this season. The Belgium is now with us. He's a regular in the series. I've had some really good battles with him over the years. He's in the number 7 car, 4th place at the moment, and currently running on a pad, having some issues with his wheel. Seek's coming through here, 5th place at the moment, 2.2 seconds down, but 2nd in the championship, and been showing some really good pace. Goes up to 3rd place at 19.0, 8 down, so that's a good lap time from him. And there is his teammate, Frank Finch, 6th place at the moment, 4 seconds down. I don't see that being too much of a representative time from Frank, and you can see he's not running any assists here this week either. Has been running ABS, I believe, in past races. There's Envoy Extreme getting into the wall and staying out of the way of Jamie. He's down in 7th at the moment. The Les, 8th place in the number 11 Dread Gloves Machine, as the camera struggles to keep up with him through turn 1 and 2 and through Aquarium Way. Lovely fountain there, and you don't want to be distracted by that. You might end up in the garden at the side there. Now we've got NGRG Taylor, so that is Grant Taylor, number 2 machine. Now he is a very quick driver on his day as well, so we need to keep an eye on him through the rest of the day. You see the Edu there is the only other one I missed, 2nd place, only a 10th down on Scooby's lap time. Now he's not got any gardening to do this week, so there's no grass around Long Beach apart from around the fountain, so hopefully the Spaniard can finish the race today, and I'm sure he won't want me from reminding him of that. Many excursions last week at Willow Springs before retiring, so no excuses for that today unless he ends up halfway up an escape road heading back towards San Francisco, but who knows. Jamie up to 3rd place. Look at the top 3, just under 2 tenths of a second. Seek's 3 tenths down as well, so the top 4 are looking pretty close together. Scooby's in the pits, probably deciding he's had enough already. We might see him later on towards the end of the session, because 1/10 is not very much as Seek slams into the wall there, as we see Lager coming through the final corner. Quite nicely done through there as well, actually kept a lot of speed. That looks like Frank Finch facing the wrong way. In fact, no, it's Edu who just retires into pit lane, so no grass, but he still managed to face the wrong way. But Lager 7 tenths down, 5th place. Ropsky is on track, there he is. He's just staying out of the way as the Les is coming through. You see Ropsky flashing the lights to let his competitor know it's good to go through. Very well self-awareness there from Ropsky. Frank Finch coming across the line. Can he improve? He's 122.2. He does. 121.5. 3.6 seconds down on the pole time. Envoy Extreme is on 24 zeros. I'm still waiting to see the first lap from NGR Taylor in the number 2 machine. He's coming through at the final couple of corners. Turn 9, turn 10. Very easy to understeer right through here and then into the hairpin. Down to about 50 kph, 10 kilometres per hour, because that's the way these cars run when they're in Australia in the real life V8 Supercar series, as the Les gets sideways on the way out. Can Grant move up the order? He's not moved up yet, so possibly an invalidated lap time there, and it is possible to invalidate your lap time through turn 9. That bit where the curbing is, it's very easy to get across that and invalidate your lap time. Jamie's moved up into pole position, a 117.2, 6 tenths up on NGR Scooby G, so we will see the championship leader, I am sure, back out, because I'm sure he won't take that one sitting down lightly. Jamie in pole position at the moment, but Edu behind him is currently 3rd on track. Just jump back, you can see there's Seeks coming through the Aquarium Way section past the fountain. The only bit of gardening there is at the fountain section. Hopefully nobody ends up in that today. And Seeks 2nd in the championship, newcomer to the series, and showing some very good pace out of doors as well. And he'll be looking to continue that. I think he's made 2 podiums so far as well in the first 2 races at Watkins Glen. No, he wasn't quite in the podium last time at Willow Springs, actually. He ended up with 4th. After one penalty was removed a little bit, I do believe, but he is looking very nice indeed. Lager in the 33 machine coming down the EC side way towards turn 9. Now this is that corner I'm talking about. They cut that curve too much. That's an easy way to invalidate your lap time around here. Lager avoids doing that on this occasion. Anyway, Extreme's moved up into 8th place. So Frank Finch now at the back of the field as Lager comes through to complete another lap of qualifying right up against the wall there, And it looks like he did improve a little bit there. He's still in 5th place at 18.6 is his lap time at the moment. The top two are in pit lane. You've got Jamie 6 times clear the NGR Scooby G, who's a 10th clear at Edu. Edu is out on the track. We're going to have another 35-minute race here this evening, and around this track that's going to be a lot of laps. Very short lap here, as I say, under 2 miles in length. And these cars with the tyre wear on, very easy with these very tight and slow corners to spin the wheels up and ruin the rear tyres. So the drivers need to be very, very careful indeed as they go through here. This is NXTGEN Racing's V8 Supercar Series, Season 13, round number 3 from Long Beach here this evening on Project Cars 2. If you do want to get involved, links will be posted below after the stream once I've got the chance to update everything. I'll give you the links to their Twitter feed and indeed the Facebook page where all the leagues are set up. If you do want to enjoy, got leagues on PS4 on Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa GT Sport, which if you were on the channel you would have seen me last night commentating on the Chloe Hewitt Mini Cooper Cup Series on GT Sport. Also got the F1 2018 League on Thursday nights as well. It's a brand new league to NXTGEN this year. And we've got Dirt Rally also in there too. And a new league started last night on the PC. It was Race Room, Touring Car Series on there, had its first race last night. And to what I could see, it was very popular indeed. So it's expanding out away from just being on PS4 to the other platforms as well. So if we get enough interest, we will look into it. So drop in and have a wee chat with us and we'll see what we've got kicking about. Jamie keeping out of everybody's way at the moment, still in pole position. Edu's moved up into 2nd place, so the Spaniard showing the speed that I've said that he can do. 5 times down, half a second down on Jamie at the moment, but looking decent at the moment in 2nd place, coming through the final corners. That's going to be an invalidated lap surely. And he's slowed right down. He's just going to swing it really far around to try and get on the power and go for another lap. We've got just under 2.5 minutes left in qualifying here, and it looks like Scooby has decided he's not going to bother going for pole position, because if he's thinking about it, he needs to leave pit lane about now to be able to get round in enough time. It's quite a long pit lane here, and with the mandatory pit stop, that's going to be interesting as well. It does take quite a bit of time, and obviously there is a tyre change required, so everybody's got the same time to expand in the pit lane, but it's a long pit lane when speaking. You're coming all the way down to here before you get off pit lane speed limiter. The Seeks goes into turn number 1, drifting up against the wall there, might have lost a wing now if he wasn't careful, and then throws it into Aquarium Way, turn 2, 3, and then heading up towards turn 4. Around the corner into turn 5. I think that's actually turn 6, and class it a little bit more there. Heading up to turn 7. This will take him back up towards East Seaside Way. And this was a section, if you remember, an IndyCar race a few years ago. Marco Andretti launched over the top of our car right here and went down the escape road that's just on the right behind those tyres. Very scary moment for Marco, that was. Hopefully we don't see any flying Ford Falcons. Obviously Falcons can fly, but we don't want these heavy brutes to fly, because we're going to come down with a pretty big thump if we were to do so. Seeks coming around the last couple of corners then on his latest flying lap. We're into the final minute of qualifying for round 3 here at Long Beach. Ropsky just going across the line here. He's at 8th place at the moment. Can Seeks improve on his 4th place time? And he cannot on this occasion. And both NGR, Lager and Scooby are in pit lanes. They're finished for qualifying, so they can qualify no better than 3rd and 5th place. Scooby in 3rd, Lager in 5th. Jamie is out on track in the number 13 machine. It's not proving unlucky for him at the moment. Stays in 2nd gear through the right-hander, drifting his way through. Looks like he's got, that is Envoy Extreme, sticking to the extreme left-hand side to stay well out of the way of the provisional pole sitter as he comes through down the hill towards turn 8. Qualifying session is now over, so if they started a lap they can now finish it. And Jamie's coming through, Seeks is on a lap as well. great. Grant Taylor on 1-2. Here comes the Les. He's crossing the line. Can he improve in 7th place? 1.6 seconds down at the moment. He crosses over the line and he stays in 7th place. Edu now heading for the line. Can he improve and go into pole position at all? Oh, he does by 1/1000th of a second. That is the tiniest of margins you can imagine. Grant Taylor goes across the line now. Does he improve on his lap time? He goes into 6th place. Jamie crosses the line. Cannot improve on his time. Rotsky over the line. Stays in 8th. There goes Envoy Extreme. Seeks over the line. He looks like he stays in 4th place. But Edu takes it by 1/1000th of a second. That is the narrowest of margins that you're ever going to see. The only thing that's closer than that is the Formula 1 race at Jerez in 1997, if you remember correctly. Jacques Villeneuve, Michael Schumacher and Heinz-Harald Frentzen all qualified with exactly the same time. But away from that, you cannot get any closer. So Edu takes pole, Jamie in 2nd, Scooby 3rd, Seeks in 4th, Lager in 5th, Grant in 6th, the Les in 7th, Ropsky 8th, Envoy Extreme 9th, and Frank Finch rounds out the top 10. We are in for 35 minutes of exciting V8 action here in just a moment's time as the cars are lining up on the grid. And the lights are coming on. This is Next Gen Racing's V8 Supercar Series, and we are underway for tonight's proceedings here. And that was a decent start from Edu to get off the line. Scooby's got the jump on Jamie coming down towards turn 1. Jamie's got the inside line. Lager looks like he's making a move to the outside of Seeks, but Edu holds on to the lead going into turn number 1. Jamie's managed to get back past Scooby going through turn 1 though, so they roll back into place. Lager is the gainer so far, coming to jump on place ahead of Seeks. In the background, Frank Finch has moved up a couple of places already from the back of the grid, so he's gained a few. Rotsky's in 8th. NGR Grant Taylor, he's in 9th place. Envoy Extreme now at the back of the field. Come back towards the front now, and Seeks is looking to the inside of Lager going into the left-hander, but Lager manages to pull ahead, but he's going to get a slow run out of the corners to come up to join the East Seaside way, and that is a very tight line, and Seeks has been hit by Les and his contact behind. Seeks carries on, but he's losing places. He's down 8th place. Les is now down to last, and it just looks like Seeks turned down. Les was there, couldn't disappear, and that's cost the both pair of them places. Rotsky's moved up to 5th in that kerfuffle, and here comes Frank Finch looking to the inside now, the outside. Rotsky's going to have to go the long way down. He's in the wall. He's going to have to wait for everybody to go through. He just got far too aggressive into the hairpin. Frank says, "Thank you very much, I'll have that place back." Back up front, it is Edu, Jamie, Scooby G. Lager's now got a bit of a gap to himself there. And we join Frank, who's got Grant Taylor behind him, and Seeks now in 7th place. Envoy Extreme in 8th, Les in 9th. Rotsky drops right to the back. Frank catches the wall at the end of turn 1, as does Envoy. They come through Aquarium Way. Oh, bumper to bumper as they all bunch up, going past the fountain. And Frank is going to have a train behind him. There's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. You can see 9th in the background as well. So when Rotsky catches up, we're going to have to top the 5th down to 10th. And Grant's getting the run, going down towards the left-hander, but he's got the outside line. Can he cut back under and make the switchback move? The jump to the onboard bonnet camera, really touching as they come up to the right-hander. Frank takes the inside line. Grant's going to get a much better run out of that corner, heading down East Seaside Way towards turn number 9. And this should be an easy move for the number 2 machine. Frank's going to look to try and hold it around the outside, but Grant moves up into 5th place. A good move there from him. Just got the switchback and made the move his. And there's Seeks having a battle with his teammate, really bumping in. Les goes really tight to the inside of the hairpin. That's Lager going through onto lap number 3. This is where most of the battling is at the moment. We're going to have to jump though to the front and see what's going on, because Jamie and Scooby are having a bit of a ding-dong as well, so we'll keep an eye on their progress. Seeks though, the camera just doesn't want to pick up going through there. And that's Envoy Extreme into the barrier. No, that is, yes, it is Envoy Extreme into the wall there in turn number 1. They got mixed up between his car and Grant's car, but Envoy Extreme into the wall at turn 1, so he drops to 10th place. Seeks has managed to get by his teammate Frank into turn 1 when the camera didn't pick up, and here comes the Les now. Having a look at Frank Finch. Frank's got the inside line for the next corner. Can the Les move through? He is going to try to switch back. He's going to try and do what Grant did a lap ago. And hello once again to Casper. It's great to see you in these streams, my friend. Thank you very much for the support, buddy. Yes, you did make the start. You just missed qualifying, so you've not missed very much at all. Here goes Les though, to the outside down the seaside way. Left-hander coming up, so Frank's got the inside line. Les just sweeps round the outside. A lovely little move there from the 11 car. And now Frank's going to have the attentions of Roxky behind the Belgium. Having late on the brakes. It looks like he's just trying too hard on the brakes. There's Envoy Extreme coming through the picture. And just keep an eye on this battle because Frank is starting to fall back after gaining a few places up front. Edu has made 2.5 seconds already on Jamie and Scooby G. Here they are fighting over second place at the moment. So you can see Edu's yellow car up ahead. Horrid time in the first couple of races. He was trying far too much to push the car. It looks like at the moment, hopefully no commentators' cuts, he is just taking it a bit easier and finding better speed out of it. Sometimes, as they say, the slower you feel you're driving, the faster you're actually going. It's so true, to be perfectly honest with you. Jamie's holding off Scooby at the moment. Scooby is looking racing though. Championship leader, season 11 champion, trying to reclaim his crown. Maximum points from the first 2 races, the 2 wins and 2 fastest laps as well. And he's in prime position to gain more points here. He's not going to lose the championship no matter what here tonight. He's in the slipstream of Jamie as they come down the East Shoreline Drive. Down towards turn number 1, the pull to the left hand side across the pit exit. Hard on the brakes, down to second gear, just over 100 kilometres an hour, so around 60 miles an hour, and then through Aquarium Way down to first gear, 60 kph, around about 40 miles an hour for that one there. Very easy to get it wrong going through that part. Very, very careful indeed. Try to pick up, there's the Les. Frank is still ahead of Roxky. Roxky is looking a bit feisty in behind the number 51 machine. Can Belgium make a move on Frank Finch and get up into 8th place? Remember, these guys have got to make a pit stop as well, so there's got to be at least one pit stop. And let's keep an eye on when people start pitting. Roxky's really got the lights ablaze, trying to move left, move right. He's got a better run out of that left-hander. Frank goes to the inside. Roxky can take the long way round and then just cut back and get a better run down the east seaside way. And he's going to try and draft the 51 machine down towards turn number 9. Can he get moved on here? Look to the outside. Frank still ahead. More than welcome to take his racing line, and he did do exactly that. Roxky has to be. Frank's ran very wide there through turn 10. Just pulled back ahead as Roxky goes through the final corner. He's on a pad this week as well, not only got a wheel. So running the pad this week, and obviously I know from experience trying to run the pad in these cars around here, especially that hairpin, is tricky. Scooby drifts his way through the right hander heading up towards the West Shoreline Drive part of the track, and that's going to have cost him a couple of times, but still right behind Jamie in the fight for second and third. You just seen Lagar fanning in the background there. He's in 4th place, got 5 seconds to Grant Taylor behind him, who's now coming into the attention of Seeks. He's trying to make his way back through the field. And the number 2 car, debut in this season's championship. A very good racer is Taylor, and he's showing at the moment in 5th place. He's just a little bit winding up against the wall there. I won't be doing that too much. Here comes Frank. He's managed to pull a bit of a gap on Roxky at the moment, so that's going to help him. And looking forward, where is Jamie? Jamie is now in the lead of the race. What's happened to Edu? He's lost it somewhere, so he's spun. No grass this week, but he's still managed to lose it somewhere. And he's dropped down to 4th place from the lead of the race. Disaster for the pole sitter to drop down 3 places. He's now going to be absolutely furious as I hit the wrong buttons. Don't want to be doing that. And hopefully he doesn't try to overdrive the car now. He's just got to take it easy. He can make the speed, take the time back up, make the places back up. Oh, he's giving Lager a bit of a push through the aquarium section there. and Lager takes to the inside. Edu is really feisty at the moment, goes right round the outside. Lager decides, you know what, I'm better just letting you go, and lets Edu on his way, but Edu runs wide nearly into the tyres. Coming out there, sweeps across the bows to take the racing line, and number 29 machine will go chasing after the front two. But he's got 8 seconds to make up. Scooby though, looking to the inside, a little bit of a feint, a little bit of a deceptive move there, trying to put off Jamie in the braking zone. Jamie having absolutely none of it, and they come through one more time. We're 10 minutes through the race, 25 minutes to go. We've still got pit stops to go. Coming on to lap 8 now. And Jamie leads, Scooby G in second. Edu up into third after his mistake somewhere dropped him from down to 4th place from the lead. He gained back that 3rd place pretty quickly. Lager is in 4th, Grant is in 5th place, he's got 6 behind him. In 6th place, there's the Les coming through with Frank Finch in 8th, Roxby 9th, and Envoy Extreme, having gone into the turn 1 wall, is down in 10th place at the moment. Come back to the front, only thing with the cameras around Long Beach, you catch it at the wrong point, you're looking at nothing, and Scooby looks much better under the brakes into certain corners. Oh goodness me, Adam's lost it into the wall, and a full 360. Luckily the way he's bounced off the wall there means he's not lost the hugest amount of time, not having to spin the car around, it's done it for him. But Scooby heads into the lead of the race, so we have our 3rd different leader in the first 10 and a bit minutes of round 3 here at Long Beach. Scooby G, the championship leader, takes over the lead after a mistake there from Jamie. Coming out of the left-hander, just lit the tyres up, got it sideways and into the wall, but obviously no damage on, so you don't have to worry about that. He's got sideways again there, coming out the hairpin. Tyre wear is on though in this series. And there is Edu in 3rd place. Grant has made his way up to 4th, so Lager's lost some time somewhere. He's now down to 6th place. He's lost places to Grant Taylor and to Seeks. He's now got the attentions of the Les all over the rear end of his car. Let's see if we can jump to the roof camera and follow the Les down the East Shoreline Drive. Cut across pit exit, 500 metres there. They hit the brakes, down to 3rd. Les obviously preferring 3rd here through turn number 1 to avoid wheel spin. And right behind the number 34 machine, Lager's going to have to get a move on before long. We've got to the cockpit camera now off the Les just to see the steering action at the same time. And Lager is really wrestling that car. And the Les has now got the outside line coming up to the next corner. They're side by side. Les is a bit later on the brakes. He gives the apex to Lager, but he's able to just sweep round the outside. Similar move to what he did earlier on round turn number 9. And then he makes a complete hash of it into the next corner. And then now that allows Lager the chance to get back through. But he had to take a tighter line. And Les has managed to still get a run. They're side by side down into turn number 9. Who's going to come out ahead? It is the Les in number 11 machine who manages to hold on despite that mistake. He still moves up into 6th place, and then NGR Lager moves down to 7th. Roxby's in the background there in 8th. He's finally managed to dispatch Frank Finch, who's 9th, so Belgium will try and disappear up the road and go and chase after NGR Lager as Frank gets a bit sideways coming out of the hairpin. On lap number 10, that car at the front there is Envoy Extreme, who's 10th place and about to be a lap down on this man. NGR Scooby G in the lead of the race, started from 3rd, nearly got 2nd at the start, dropped in behind Jamie. Eddie then made a mistake, who's the leader in the pole sitter, and that put the two of them up, and then Jamie lost it a couple of laps ago, and that's dropped him down. Flash of the lights there from Scooby to let Envoy know he's coming through, and then another one to say thank you very much. Lovely bit of sportsmanship there, and a lovely bit of driver awareness from Envoy as well, to stay well out of the way. Jamie's the next one. He didn't get held up, but Envoy stayed right out of the way. Didn't need to go that far out of the way, but he has done so. You just got the flash of the lights there from Jamie again to say thank you very much. Some respectful driving, and that's what it's all about here on Next Gen Racing. It's all about fighting fair but being respectful at the same time. You want to join? Let's go below after the stream. here is Edu, trying to make his way back up towards the front. He started from the pole, took pole position by 1/1000th of a second. I can't even think anything you can do in 1/1000th of a second, but there you go. And the first man in the pits is Seeks. So Seeks has pulled the trigger and he's going to make his pit stop early doors for a change of tyres. One mandatory pit stop required. And the 52 car into pit lane. And you might not show like it's changing tyres, but they do. That's why he's still sitting there. So that is going to drop him down the field. So the Les is now in 5th, Grant Taylor up to 4th, Les 5th, India Lager now 6th, Ropsky 7th, and Frank Finch moves up to 8th place. And once again, just to show anybody watching who's not seen this before, catering for all needs within this series. So we've got here Scooby G, as that's Jamie going into pit lane, so he's gone for pits as well now. He's going to try and undercut the race leader. Just run through it, you can see Scooby's not running any of the assists. Jamie's only running Edu's only running ABS, as is Jamie. And we've got a car backwards there, that's Grant Taylor actually. Let's just ignore that for a second. The number 2 machine, let's try and find him. He's upside, he's facing the wrong way somewhere, he's up the escape road. So he's really got his braking wrong into turn number 9, that's cost him a heap of time here. That's not what he wanted to be doing. Coming back through the Les is only on ABS. Ropsky's traction control on ABS. Lager is on ABS and traction control as well. Jamie, as I say, ABS only. Frank Finch was running no assists in qualifying. He's now pitting. He's now running traction control and ABS. Grant has decided to pit. He's running nothing. He's gone for the full authentic experience. Seeks just the ABS. He's in 9th place. There he is. And Envoy Extreme running the traction control and the ABS. It just shows you it doesn't matter if you're a newcomer to the game or these kind of cars or a complete season pro, you can still come and join in, and there's spaces available should you wish to do so. We'd love to see you involved on a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We've got one more round, I believe, before we go on the Christmas and New Year break. As Edu decides it's his time for, no it's not actually, I thought he was coming into pit lane there, but he doesn't. And in the background there, that is Envoy Extreme, I believe, getting very sideways. NGR Lager has now decided to pit, as has Scooby G, so the 34 and the 33, so it's the 34 machine. I thought Lager was in the pits as well, but it's a little explanation mark to tell him he's got a warning for track cut. And he's got Ropsky up ahead of him, he's managed to get the jump on Lager. So the Belgian looking pretty good in 4th place at the moment for Pag running. There is the championship leader in pit lane. So the bit to think about now is, where does Jamie come out? Because he's pitted. He has already pitted, so we'll jump onto the roof camera and we'll see if we can see NGR with Scooby G in pit lane. Jamie's going over 200 plus kilometres an hour. You can see the pit crew disappearing away there, and there is Scooby, and Jamie has got the jump in the pit stop phase. Having made a mistake, he's now managed to get the jump on. No, he's not. Yes, he has. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. There's too many NGRs in this. There you go. So, yeah, Jamie has got the jump on Scooby G in the pit stop. The undercut, much more powerful than the overcut. And Jamie pitting out a lap earlier has managed to get the jump, and a decent one at that as well. He's got 4.3 seconds to Scooby, but you can bet your bottom dollar Scooby will not take that one lying down. That puts the pole sitter Edu back into the lead of the race, 118.1 on his last lap round. The other one close to that, 6 on 118.6 due to all the pit stops. You can see Scooby, Lager, Jamie and Scooby G being pitted. So we're only waiting on Edu, the Les, Ropsky and Lager to come into pit lane. Jamie has pitted, there is Lager going through. NVR Scooby G's pitted, Seeks has pitted, Frank's pitted, as has Grant, and Envoy Extreme is a lap down. I'm not too sure if he's been into pit lane just yet. So we're more than halfway through the race now, we've got 16 and a bit minutes to go. Which is where we've got this moment as we see the Les coming through the left-hander. Let's jump to the timings so you can see best lap times. So the best lap of the race is Edu, 117.9. He's actually a good second player of anyone almost, apart from Jamie, who's on an 18.0, Scooby on an 18.1, Seeks an 18.6, Lagger on a 19.0, and then it will be Grant Taylor on a 19.2, and then it's Ropsky and Les both 19.8, 19.9, and then it's Billy White on a 22.1 and Frank Finch on a 20.0. So those are the lap times. So it's Edu with the fastest lap at the moment, and that is NGR Lager heading for pit lane. So 4th place heads to pit road now for his mandatory pit stop. You see where he drops out. Ropsky carries on in 3rd place, and Jamie has got Scooby right behind him there, so he's going to have to be careful. He's lost a lot of time there somewhere. He was 4 seconds clear. Scooby has just absolutely decimated that. You see the difference there, a 121.60 and 18.0. So Jamie's made a mistake during that lap, and that has cost him a lot of time. You need to keep it clean and tidy now. Scooby jumping the curve there, get the car up on 2 wheels through turn 1, through the aquarium section. This is your provisional battle for the lead, depending on how long Edu can stay out and keep pulling ahead. In fact, Edu has just came into pit lane, so race leader hits pit road as well now, and that is going to put Les into the lead of the race unless he comes into pit lane. Ropsky will move up into 2nd place unless he comes into pits as well. So race leader Edu now into pit lane, coming down such a long time down pit road, 59, 60 kilometres an hour, and Les goes through and into the lead of the race. You see Envoy Extreme there in the background getting a bit sideways as he heads for pit road. Ropsky moves through, he's going to go into a 2nd place. And we go back to the battle between Jamie and Scooby G. This was 1st and 2nd early. Jamie's caught the wall there, and Scooby's going to get a great run down the West Shoreline Drive. He's pulled back into the slipstream. Can he make the move into turn 1? We're going to be braking about 400-500 metres, and he's right behind the number 13 machine. Does he go to the inside line? Does he stay? He's bumped him. He's given him a little push through turn 1 there. He's maybe missed his braking point, didn't realise the flashy, so likes to apologise. And Jamie's managed to gain a couple of tenths there to get back ahead, but Scooby will be back. He's obviously just missed his braking point there. Edu rejoins in 5th place, but he's a lot closer to this battle now, so he's gained time through the pit stop phase as these two were having a bit of a ding dong. And now we've got a provisional 1, 2, 3 fighting all on one piece of track almost. Edu will be up behind them before long if he can just keep the car pointing in the right direction. Hopefully everybody points it in the right direction for the final 13.5 minutes, we can have an absolutely fantastic and scintillating battle to the checkered flag. Here comes Jamie through turn number 9, around turn 10, heading towards the hairpin there. And you see the difference in the lines. Jamie goes a bit more inside, the Scooby swings it out and then comes back along. Seems to carry more speed through there, does Scooby. And he's now right behind one more time. He's not quite as close this time, but he'll still be getting a bit of a slipstream. Ropsky has came into the pits from P2, so the Les still leads. He's in P1 at the moment, but I don't believe he is pitted yet. So this is your provisional battle for the lead between Jamie, Scooby G and Edu. You see Scooby just lock up the inside of the left front there, going through that section. Seeks is in 5th place, Ropsky's still in pit lane, and Scooby's got a better run off of that corner there. Jamie, sorry, close to the inside. Keeps the line for now. Scooby getting a great run out left hand. He's going to swing the long way round. Jamie needs to pinch him up against the wall almost. Gives him the racing space, keeps it tight. Scooby's going to get the run now down EC sideway. Can he get the move done into the braking zone for turn number 9? He's pulled ahead at the moment, late in the brakes, and I keep mixing it up, so he's got the same cars. Jamie pulls back in, and Scooby retakes the lead of the race. And look behind, Edu is coming up close into this battle as well. So we've now got a 3-way scrap for what's currently 2nd place, soon to be the lead when the Les decides to make his mandatory pit stop. And this could be a battle that could go all the way to the finish line. We've got 11.5 minutes to go here at Long Beach. going to be a very interesting battle indeed through today, and hopefully we can all keep that so close to the wall. Jump on the bumper camera here. So close. Oh, and JV getting sideways, that caused Eddie to bump the bumper there. He needs to be careful, he's already made one mistake spinning round that we caught on stream. Eddie looks a lot better under the braking. Fantastic camera, this just shows you just how close these guys are at the moment. And look at that, right up behind the number 13 machine. Will Eddie decide to have a go? Coming down into turn number 9, he moves to the inside line, he's late on the brakes, can he get it done? They're bumping door handle to door handle. Oh, he just turned down a wee bit there, looks like he just got a bit of lag, maybe a bit of descent just caused him to bump it. They got stuck together, and Jamie tries to go through, they're all sliding out of the hairpin. Eddie moves up into second place. Jamie flashing the lights, he's not happy, he thinks that was uncalled for there as Eddie gets his way through into second. Maybe we'll hear about that later on after the race. But Scooby now has the attentions of a particular Spaniard behind him who was on pole position and is very quick round here, and he's obviously proving to be quite aggressive in the brake. Oh, Jamie into the wall, just got in the power there. The rear end just stepped out and no traction control for any one of these three drivers. Just catching the wall there. Edu, now he's got the championship leader in his sights. Still to finish a race so far this season, has Edu. He's got a good chance of doing well here. The fact that you can have this on in the background while still racing F1 2018 Casper is impressive, because I would be struggling. But again, thank you for the support, it's absolutely fantastic. And the same goes for anyone watching as well. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Coming up on 100 subs, I've hit 97. I'd love to hit 100 before the end of the year. So if you know anyone who'd enjoy this sort of content, there's F1 review content as well, kicks about during the season. Do drop them a link. I'd love to hit the 100 mark before the Christmas New Year period has finished. Skibby G getting a bit sideways. Edu there getting a little bump from Jamie, maybe a bit of retribution gently, just to say, I'm still here, sunshine. I remembered what you did. He obviously felt it was unjust. I try to play the middle ground until we know otherwise. Edu holds on for now. Sideways there, so Jamie's now going to look to the outside. He just swings across there. Very, very aggressively done. He was ahead, so he can do it. Maybe thought he might have left just a little bit more room, but his prerogative to take the racing line there. He's far enough ahead. Scooby's clipped the wall there, I think, so he's really pushing hard as well. And here we go into the hairpin. We're coming on to lap 21, 7.5 minutes to go. This is your leader when the camera picks him up. Velez, I don't think he's pitted yet, so keep an eye on that though. This battle for what is currently second, third and fourth is where the action is. Edu looks to the inside line, that would be a late move there, just to back out of it. That's going to allow Jamie to run through the aquarium way, and look at this, a nearly bumper to bumper all the way through. Jamie just catching a bit of the garden and flowers there, just pushed him towards the wall on the exit. And you've got some really good stuff going on here just now. I would love to do commentary for real life events, my friend Casper. I really would. Maybe one day. This is why I'm doing this, for fun and enjoying it as well. Maybe one day I could be doing it for real. You never know. Here we go. We're on lap 21. Timed race, 35 minutes. This is NXTGEN Racing's V8 Supercar Series. Season 13, round number 3 from Long Beach. If you want to get involved, links will be below. That is a car in the background. That is Frank Finch in the background there, so he's lost it down in 9th place. we're going to stick with the battle between these guys here. Looking very tasty indeed. Scott McFall, another good NGR gamer as well. Shouting on Edu to bring it home. And thank you for your support as well, my friend. I had some good races and practice lobbies with Scott. Very quick driver on his day as well. Races in some of the leagues around next gen. Scooby gets a wee bit of a push from Edu through turn 1 there as he got sideways against the wall. Brett Jenkar stays ahead of the extra machine at the moment. And Jamie's looking there to pick up the scraps. Les still leads the race. He's 8.5 seconds ahead of these guys. The more these guys fight, the further he can stay ahead. As I say, I'm not sure if Les is pitted. I'm unable to tell, unfortunately. If he's not pitted, he could be on for the race victory here. It's hard to go and see anyone else at the moment because of this. No one else is really close on the track. Seeks is in 5th. India Lager 6, Rotsky 7th. Sorry, it's Lager in... Yes, Lager in 6, Rotsky 7th, Grant Taylor in 8th, Edu to the inside into turn 9, he has to just pull out there and avoid going up the inside. There's Envoy Extreme in the background. Jamie sneaked up the inside there and packing up on the mistake from Edu. He's going to look to the inside. No, Edu's going to swing to the outside too. Jamie now moves up into 3rd place. That was Seeks coming through. He's catching up. So that was it Seeks? No, it was Frank, sorry. And the Les finally into pit lane. So now this is the fight as I thought it was for the lead and the win. Under 5 minutes to go here at Long Beach. Scooby G leads, Jamie in 2nd, Edu in 3rd, 1, 2, 3, all in the one shot there, coming through Aquarium Way. 650 plus horsepower through the rear wheels. About 1,500 kilos of weight, heavy cars, these rear wheel drive monsters. So fun to drive when you get it right. Not able to watch too much of the action behind, there's no one really close enough to be battling at the moment. All the action is right here up front, and we need to stick with this for the now because this is coming up to the end of the race, and this is for the race victory, this is for the podium places. Who's going to finish where? Scooby's on the top at the moment, Jamie in 2nd, Edu in 3rd, and it's a complete role reversal of the starting positions. Edu started on pole, Jamie is 2nd and Scooby in 3rd place. So the whole set in 3rd place has switched in the current standings. The Spaniard is not happy being in 3rd place, and he's going to try everything he can to get through. You see 2nd between 1st and 2nd, and then about half a second between 2nd and 3rd, so 1.5 seconds separates the top 3 here. 3.5 minutes to go, so around about 3 racing laps roughly. Depending on how quick they can go around, and Jamie is having to pay more attention to the car behind than the car ahead. He won't want to be paying too much attention. He's sideways there through the right hander, rubbing up against the wall, and he's lost it a little bit there into the wall. That's going to allow Edu a brilliant chance to get through. Can he get the move done? He switches to the inside. A switchback move there from Edu, and he's gone late on the brakes now. Jamie sneaks by round the inside line. He's got the outside now. Edu, can he take? He's going to try and go up the inside, and Jamie into the wall, and there's a touch between the two of them again. Who's going to get the drag down the eastern side way? Jamie ahead at the moment, but Edu we've seen is already pretty good on the brakes. He brakes late. Jamie takes the outside line round. They're side by side. Keep it clean, boys. This is good stuff. Through turn 10, Edu goes the long way round. He's going to now switch back and try and get the run down towards turn 1. Jamie's nearly caught the wall there. This is allowing Scooby G to disappear up the road. And here we go, 2 minutes. Coming up the 2 minute warning. Jamie and Edu, this is 2nd and 3rd. Will Edu send one up the inside? He goes on to the inside late on the brakes, and he's got the move done. Can he avoid catching the wall? He does. Jamie though will try and get the move back. Well, Edu has got move, a very clean move there into turn 1. A lovely piece of driving from both of them, and just a little bit of touch there coming through. Edu, they've both got the wall actually, and this battle could go all the way to the finishing line here at Long Beach. Scooby G's managed to get about 4.5 seconds clear of this due to the battling, and these two are the closest on the track. And Edu's run wide there, and Jamie's going to get the move done. He's back up into 2nd place. Edu drops down to third. They start to overdrive a little bit maybe. Something he's done in previous races. Can he make another move? Could possibly be going on to the last lap here. We're coming up to 1 minute. Around about 1 minute 18 to do a lap. So Scooby G, yeah, this is going to be the final lap of the race, because by the time they come back around, time limit will have expired. So Scooby G is starting what should be his final lap as he goes for a hat-trick of victories here in NXTGEN's V8 Supercar series. This is where the fight is. Jamie and Edu. First and second on the grid. Edu took the pole by 1/1000th of a second, tiniest of margins. And Edu dropped back early doors, having pulled away. Dropped down to 4th place. Gained it back up. Gained in the pit stop phase. Oh, he caught the curb and then the wall. He's really pushing it. Is the Spaniard. Jamie just needs to try and keep it clean. He could be in the position to finish second, but Edu's much better on the brakes. That's really late. He managed to avoid contact there. Edu needs to be careful not to cause a crash. He wants to do this cleanly and get the move done correctly. He looks much better under braking than the 13 car. Coming down east side way for the final time. I will jump to the race leader to see him across the line in a second. I've got to try and keep an eye on these two as much as I can at the moment, because this is the fight for second place on the podium. We'll keep an eye in the background, but here comes Scooby G across the line. It is a hat-trick of victories in NXTGEN Racing's V8 series, but it looks like Jamie has managed to get the run out the final corner. Brilliant battle between those three. Jamie takes second. Edu finally finishes a race for the first time this season, then decides to spin it across the line. He takes third. Seeks, we've not seen much of Seeks today. He's going to come home in 4th place. That's his teammate Frank Finch behind, who's a lap down in 9th. So Seeks is going to take 4th. Another solid points haul for the number 52 machine. Frank will take 9th. In the background there is Envoy Extreme, as here comes NGR Lager. So come across in 5th place. It's a decent result for the 33 machine, the resident party animal himself. And he comes across in 5th place. Selez with a decent points haul as well, take 6th place. And there goes Lager with these famous 3.5 somersaults across the line. And Les decides to say hello to Edu as well. Grant Taylor takes 7th on his debut in the series. The good points haul there is Lager ends up halfway towards San Francisco with that move. Ropsky crosses the line in 8th place, and Frank was 9th, and Envoy Extreme takes 10th place. And there you go, final standing. Scooby takes the hat-trick of wins, but he doesn't take the fastest lap this week. It goes to Edu, so he'll gain the extra point for that. So Scooby wins, Jamie 2nd, Edu in 3rd, Seeks another good points haul in 4th, NGR Lager in 5th, Les in 6th, Grant Taylor takes 7th on his debut, Ropsky in 8th, first time we've seen him this season for the season regular, Frank Finch in 9th, and Envoy Extreme rounds out the top 10. Frank was a lap down and Envoy was 2 laps down. The top 8 all finished on the lead lap. So that is it for V8 Supercars on Tuesday. We're back next week. I believe it's a night race around the Daytona road course circuit. So bound to be very good action round there with the slipstream in full effect around the banking. There's more stuff going on NXTGEN throughout the week, albeit not on my channel obviously. Do jump onto the links I post below and you'll be able to see the other series that we do. Seeks, who finished in 4th there, he does commentary on his channel on Thursday night. Lovely series on Project Cars 2, Escort 1600s. The old Escorts getting their day in the sun one more time. Seeks does that on his channel. I'll see if I can find a link to it and pop it below if you want to see that on Thursday. I believe it is an 8 o'clock start for that one. NXTGEN's commentary guru is Jordan, and he's got his own channel. He does commentary on Monday night with the Monday Night Tourers, Group A cars, Touring cars, Clio Cups as well. Does the Clio Cup on a Saturday, and he also does the Ginetta series on a Friday night as well, so you can check him out also. I'll see if I can find the link and link in his channel as well. Myself personally, you can find me next on TTTV on Thursday night alongside Kieran McGinley for TTL F1 Round 4 around Azerbaijan on F1 2018, so I'll be on that channel then. And obviously you can catch me on Sunday nights on Apex Online Racing's channel. Last race before the Christmas break, British Grand Prix on Sunday, 8 o'clock. You're looking for F2 on the PS4 if you want to catch the series that I commentate on. I will be back on the channel on Monday night at 8:30 for GT Sport Mini Cooper Cups, Chloe Hewitt Cooper Cup Series. But until then, thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Andy, and until next time, I will see you again soon. Ta-da.